Alright, welcome back for turn 34. This will be the August 28th, 1915 turn. We're going to see the British begin with an artillery bombardment at Arras. At this point, the Germans are surrounded pretty heavily at this town, so we're probably going to have a pretty good chance of pushing them back. As you'll notice, even heavy artillery bombardments really just kind of make it an even playing field a lot of times. Some cases even worse. Alright, and if you notice, we're not actually going to move up into Arras. This is going to become kind of a no man's land. If the Germans move back up into this town, we'll just bombard them again and hit them very hard. They won't have the benefit of their entrenchments either anymore. Here the French just try to do some damage while they pull back. We have to give up on trying to take Mulhausen at this point. The German infantry is pushed back. French recon bombers aren't real technically savvy. So here in the mid-eastern front, the Turks have moved a corps in with that doesn't have a whole lot of protections. It ends up getting beat up pretty badly. Turks are probably going to have to just resolve themselves to having lost this particular square. But the British do take a good bit of damage taking that unit out. Italian front. The Austrians at this point seem to have established a decent defensive border. You see they've got an HQ unit up here. Still got some kind of weak units though. With Russia being on the ropes a little, Austrians ought to be able to shore up these defenses pretty quickly. Especially with winter coming up shortly. See, the Russians are going to start falling back pretty heavily now. They're going to try and hold on to Warsaw for a few more turns if possible. With Hindenburg closing in up in the Baltic states, it's going to be dangerous to try and hang around and pull him for too much longer. We'll do a little delay action at Brest-Litovsk as well. Might be able to keep Brest-Litovsk throughout 1915. The Austrians end up getting punished pretty heavily for trying to inflict some damage on the Russians. They're just going to go ahead and start pulling out of Austrian territory for the most part over the next few turns. Starting to look at future defensive lines on the Ukrainian border. Here we got Vilna kind of beefing up. This is our Mediterranean raiding lines. And with that, Greece enters on the side of the Entente. That'll wrap up our replay. The Serbs are going to start moving down into Greek territory to link up with the Greek forces and try and survive as long as they can. Here we've got a decision to make. We're going to start a Senussi rebellion in Libyan territory. Right, that wraps up our replay for the turn. You can see Russia is starting to get very close to German national morale. Soon Germany will be surpassing Russia. Stay tuned.